Hi guys, this is Hannah. So I'm here at the Miss Universe organization office to show you my K-pop idol makeup today. So are you guys ready? So I already have my base makeup ready, and then I will be starting off with my eyes. So the first thing that you want to do is to make your eye area very matte. And then I'll be mixing these two colors. The important thing is to know how far you want to go when you are putting your eyeshadows. So I learned this from a makeup artist. So if you want to know how far you can go when you're putting your eyeshadow, is to actually press it onto your eye, and then this is how far you can go. That's the secret. Now we want to move on to some other eyeshadows that I would be using. This, I believe, makeup tutorial is inspired by the makeup tutorial video that I actually watched, which is for Red Velvet Irene. She is very pretty. Yeah. One of the distinctive characteristics of Korean makeup is to actually highlight the under eye area to make it pop a little bit. Yeah. So a few years ago, I was teaching English in Korea. And in the meantime, COVID actually hit Korea around April of 2020. And then that's how I stopped teaching English. And then after that, I wanted to audition, interview for an airline. And then that's when I, for the first time, got my makeup done by a professional makeup artist. And at the time, I realized that, oh, the makeup could actually change how the person looks. Not just about how pretty the person looks, but the whole vibe of the person, edgy or girly or sweet and kind. So a lot of different vibes can be created by different styles of makeup. And now I think I am pretty good at putting makeup on myself. And I also sometimes put on makeup on my mom. All my friends are girls or guys. And then it's pretty fun to create different looks for them. So what you want to do is to put on a little bit of yellow or brown colored eye makeup at the end of the eye area, a little bit, to create some depth. In the States, the makeup style is very different from Korea, so I also want to learn a lot about the glam makeups or different kinds of makeup that exist in the States as well. So I just put on some deeper color in this zone of my eye, which is NARS Galapagos. I got recommended by a lot of different makeup artists to use this eyeshadow. But then this is my secret part of doing my eye makeup. This is actually not makeup brush, but this one is painting brush. So I got this from a painting material shop. So I'm putting concealer on my eye area. That's actually the secret of my whole makeup style these days. I learned this from YouTube, and then I've been doing that ever since. So if you feel oh, I don't look good with smoky eye makeup, or if you feel, oh, I don't look good with the dark eyeshadows, then you should try this technique. So this is a white pearly shadow that I'll be putting on the area where I just put the concealer on, to make sure that this area is visible. When I was 19 years old, me and my mom found out that my dad had cancer. And at the time, it was a devastating news for all of us. And the hardest part was to stay hopeful every day, because the situation we were facing every day didn't seem very hopeful for any of us. It was painful for our dad, and it was also painful for my mom and I to see him suffer. And I want you to know, if you have a family member who is sick, to not feel guilty about anything in the situation, and also for the patient of the family to stay hopeful. And that would be the best thing that you can do for your family and also to yourself. Right now, I'm trying to build my own foundation of the cancer awareness, because there are a lot of cancers with little to no symptoms in the beginning. And I believe that first of all, it's very important to know that you may have the possibility of having cancer in the first place to prevent any illness from like developing even further. And also the cause of my foundation in the future would be to stay connected to the family members and stay connected to the patients, to stay hopeful and to build a community where people can build each other up. Another thing about my makeup tutorial is that the area where you want to put your blush is very important. So whether you put your blush here, or there will make a lot of difference actually. That's what I discovered. So for me, I like to put on the blush right underneath my eye area, which is very different from like putting the blush on the cheek area. I like to do contouring, but it is like a little bit different from the contouring that is very popular in America. So what I like to do is I always use like the powder type contour, and then what I do is like I put a little bit of contouring here, and then I want to build some of the depth on my nose area. So I put a little bit of the pearly eyeshadow that I use for my eyes on the tip of my nose. And then finally, I'll be doing my lips. I like to put on like a lip plumper. I also don't like to do like full red lips. I actually got this from Miss Universe Korea 2019. She's very beautiful. Yeah, every time I see her, I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe that she's a person. So I put the lipstick on the inside of my lips only. Make sure you don't get any lipstick on your teeth. You don't want that on your date. Alright, do you guys like my makeup style? This is pretty different from the style that is popular in America or other countries, I think. Highlighting your under eye area, putting your cheek makeup right under your eyes, only using the darker shade inside of your lips would be the different parts of the Korean makeup that I showed you guys today.